All right, today we are diving into a career strategy that pretty much flips everything you've been told on its head. It might just be the key to your financial security for, well, the rest of your life. It's called the portfolio career, and we're going to break down exactly what it is and how it works.
Okay, let's just kick things off with this statement, which is pretty provocative, right? For generations, the whole idea of a single, stable job was the goal. It meant security. But what if that's all wrong now? What if, in the world we live in today, putting all your eggs in one basket, relying on that one paycheck, is actually the biggest gamble you can take?
So that leads to a huge question. If that traditional career path is busted, then what do we do? What's the alternative? How are you supposed to build real stability when the world feels so unstable? Well, that's exactly what we're going to figure out.
To get there, we first have to understand why the old way isn't working anymore. What's actually happening that's causing the very foundation of the traditional career to just crack.
Here it is, side by side. On the left, you've got the old promise. You work for one company, you climb the ladder, and you feel safe. But then look at the right. That's our modern reality. It's a world of constant change, market volatility, and disruption, where that safe job can literally disappear overnight. The biggest risk today isn't changing jobs, it's staying in one place for too long.
So if the old model is broken, we obviously need a new one. And this brings us to the core idea, the strategy for building real, durable resilience, the portfolio career.
So what in the world is a portfolio career? Look, it's not about frantically juggling 3 random part-time jobs. It's a deliberate strategy. It's about building a collection of different income streams. And the key is how you do it. You combine your unique skills with assets that you actually own and control. The whole point is to systematically, piece by piece, reduce your dependency on any one employer.
And here's what that can look like. Your day job might still be the biggest piece of the pie, especially when you're starting out, and that's totally fine. But you slowly start adding these other layers of security. You've got a slice from some freelance work, another slice from maybe a digital product you created, and maybe another one from a media asset like a small YouTube channel. Each one of these acts like a buffer. If one stream gets smaller, the others are there to keep you afloat.
Okay, so how do you actually build this? It's not magic, and it's not about getting lucky. The entire architecture, this whole system, rests on 2 fundamental pillars. Let's get into them right now.
Pillar number 1. This is the absolute bedrock. It's the foundation of all your value in the market. This is where it all begins, with your specialized, monetizable skills.
You see, the starting point has to be a skill that someone is willing to pay you for. It could be anything from the technical skill of coding to the creative storytelling of video editing, the persuasive power of copywriting, or the strategic thinking of digital marketing. This skill is the engine that drives your entire portfolio. It is your core value proposition to the world.
But, and this is a huge but, just having a skill will only get you so far. Why? Because you can't create more hours in the day. This brings us to the second and honestly the most powerful pillar, what we call permissionless leverage. This is the secret to scaling your impact beyond yourself.
So what is permissionless leverage? Think of it as building assets that work for you, even when you're not working, 24/7. You don't need to ask your boss for permission to start a newsletter or a YouTube channel or an online course. These are assets you own, and they allow you to scale your skill to reach a huge audience without you having to be there for every single interaction. It's a difference between being a carpenter who builds one chair at a time and building a factory that makes thousands of chairs.
And the difference when you combine these 2 pillars, it's just transformative. I mean, look at this. With skills alone, you're just trading your time for money. Your income is always capped by the hours you can work, and you're always reliant on finding the next client or project. But when you add leverage to your skills, your income becomes scalable. The potential is basically uncapped. You're not just a worker anymore. You are in control. Okay, so let's bring this all home. Now that we get the 2 pillars, let's look at the simple, actionable game plan for actually building this resilient future for yourself and the incredible payoff you get for doing it.
Here's the strategy, broken down into 3 steps. It's that simple. First, hone your skill. Don't just be good at it, become truly great. This is your foundation. Make it rock solid. Second, at the same time, start building a leverage asset. Pick one, a newsletter, a channel, whatever, and just start gathering an audience around your skill. Be consistent. And then third, once you've earned that audience's attention and trust, create a product that packages your skill to help them. That's the roadmap.
And the result of all this? It's not some get-rich-quick fantasy. It's about achieving something so much more important, real financial resilience.
It's the ability to handle whatever life throws at you. A layoff, a market crash, you name it, because your financial well-being doesn't depend on one single point of failure.
And that right there is the ultimate payoff. This isn't just about money. This is a strategy for peace of mind. It's about designing a career architecture that finally gives you the security to sleep well at night, knowing that you are the one steering the ship. You are in control of your future.
So, we'll leave you with this question to think about. What's the first asset you're going to build? Is it a newsletter, a YouTube channel, an online community? Whatever you choose, making that choice, that's the very first step toward building your own truly resilient future.